off for a little bit so I can eat my burger without looking disgusting.
Yeah, that's fair. Oops. Nope, I didn't mute.
What is it?
No, this is why we check.
Wow.
I didn't do anything. I was super behind today.
You're doing your best.
I did a bad job.
Hello, world.
We're all doing a bad job.
Yeah, oh, I can see Riley. That's exciting. So, like, I forgot to update the game that we were playing. Don't know why, but just didn't do that real quick. Yeah, okay, that's good. We're not actually playing Dungeons and Dragons. Technically, we're playing tabletop games.
Pen and paper, but
Right.
digital side, I guess.
No.
What do you even call it at this point?
Well, it's a tabletop game. So I actually think this is conspiracy, and we're live. So I should definitely speculate wildly and just make bogus and baseless claims. I'm pretty sure Daniel Fox is the reason Tabletop Games exists as a channel or as a tag, not a tag. What as a game? I guess I would call. What would you call that?
What?
So, like, I can say I'm playing D&D, or I can say I'm playing, like, Valorant, or Warzone, or Dark Souls.
Like a label.
Yeah, but I think it's considered a game. I don't know what they consider it. But I'm like, 80% certain Daniel Fox and Zweihander are the reason that tabletop games exist. Because for well over, I mean, like, as long as I've been paying attention to it, so it's around 3 years, I never saw anything besides D&D. Because, like, D&D was the most... the biggest and most popular. It still is. And then if you were doing anything that wasn't D&D, you still wanted people who were playing D&D to find it. So it's just like, yeah, sure, it's D&D. Why not, right? Like, it's just interchangeable. Yo, what up, Oliver? How are you? Sick channel badge, man. But I think, because, like, he jumped on the scene... him and Matt Jowett. Matt Jowett had a Twitch channel before this, but October of last year they got partner, and I think right around then is actually probably where it started. I could probably go back and look at it. Yo, what up, Zeus? How was your game? I stopped in for a while. Apologize for my chewing. Yeah. Oh, so by the way, if you haven't noticed already, we've got new emotes. News a bit of a stretch. We have
Man.
We have one new emote. We also have one emote that looks familiar because it's our Channel Point logo. Because it was initially an emote.
Them long boy.
It's them one boy.
Them long boy quick. That's awesome.
Oh, sick. Thanks, man.
Forbidden candy.
Chaos Candy and the Long Boy Quest. Yeah, so the Long Boy Quest is also up on... Well, I mean, they're all up on Redbubble, but Dave Woodson did Long Boy running around with a crazy lightning sword just because he's awesome. And
Good.
huh?
It's good.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. It's definitely like there's a little too much going on for a 28 by 28 pixel icon, but we're doing it anyway.
It looks good.
I think I made my Facebook post.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now too. Super boring, but hey, this is basically the equipment setup as far as like a band goes. Like someday we'll be professionals. We'll have somebody go out, warm everybody up for us. But for now, you just get to like stare at Amanda eating and some of my forehead and.
This is quality content.
Yeah. Sure.
That'd be a weird like stream job, just like warm up guy.
Mike, be our warm-up guy.
What are you doing?
Can you imagine somebody just like practicing like 30 different voices? We should just get Joshua Phelan to do that.
Oh,
So would be a really cool warm-up guy. Just
What?
let him talk about something.
Yeah, I told Tom that's what he was going to do, and so far, getting silence out of this guy.
I have a canker sore. I need to fill my water bottle up. It's a disaster over here. It's a nightmare.
Dogs and cats.
People are on fire. I'm screaming.
Yeah, that's true. You are.
79 degrees in here. All right, I gotta go get the thing.
Actually, that's pretty decent, to be honest with you.
Dave, you like the heat, though.
I do. Yeah, no, I do. I do like the heat. I like the humidity too, because I don't do anything in it. Wow. Mike, go ahead and just put him on blast in chat. That seems fine. Jesus.
Oh! Dan Law's emote went live the other day that I made.
Yeah, I used it. It's exciting.
Oh!
It made me happy. Trying to think if there's anything else we need to do. Oh, yeah, hold on. I guess I gotta post in streaming, huh?
Probably.
I did Facebook, gonna do Slack now, and I gotta do Twitter.
Is this your equivalent of the starting soon?
Yeah, it's just us staring into the computers. Oh shit, thanks Ian.
Oh
Thanks for
shit!
subscribing to the Electric Dice Podcast.
Oh man!
Look at one spoopy boy. I like that the new... So, if you're looking on stream, I have this fancy doodad at the bottom that, so... Hold on, I gotta remember how the order goes. So, Sam Woodhall, I think is his name. I'm pretty sure it's Woodhall or Woodall. I might be mispronouncing it. Works for Harris Heller on Alpha Gaming, and they like do like redesigns for like big streamers and everything. So they did like this cool like info bar graphic, and I'll mess this name up too, for Pokimane. Is that right? It's something like that.
I know who that is.
Yeah. So they did that for her because she had like a bunch of like crazy things that were a little cluttered, so they brought it in and made it look like super cool and super clean and everything. And then he really liked it, so he kept working on it and made one for himself, which is very similar to this one, but it's not exact. But I'm in his Discord, and then one of the guys that just hangs out in his Discord just like made this whole thing, just coded it up and put it out there for free. So we were able to just slap it on by the good graces of that individual, whose name I should look up now that I have finished my story, and give him the shout out, because it's really cool. It was incredibly easy because my stupid ass figured it out.
Probably pretty easy.
It was unreal, unbelievable. Very, very easy, which is good, because otherwise we wouldn't have it. And I customized the colors, so pretty impressive.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I do like customizable.
Yeah, exactly. My low-key favorite thing is when I post... Oh man, that's the third time. When I post in Slack to include the D20, so then it immediately prompts the channel again.
Are we going to do well tonight, or are we going to do poorly tonight?
It's another 15. So it was a 16 2 sessions ago and a 15 last session. So I guess we're going to do the same. Also, besides that, has anyone ever seen an ant swarm?
Ant swarm?
Ant swarm.
Like,
When they turn into a ball and like can survive a fire or cross the river, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Survive a fire?
Yeah.
What?
Well, because like the outer bits get all burned and the in bits don't.
Yeah. So there's like no exaggeration. I can post the video, I can post the photo. There are like 14,000 ants on my back patio.
Oh
like,
no!
They're like it's a ball the size of my face, right?
I want to see this.
And then there's a trail of them, and they're moving. They're coming out of the grass or the rocks, and then like going along the edge, and then doing something, building something, and then some of them are splintering off and going further out into the thing. And I've never seen it before. I was like, I don't know what this is. This is insane. And so I like made Jenny stop watching her TV show and like dragged her out there. I was like, look at this. She's like, yep. And I was like, what are they doing? She's like, I don't know, but I've seen it before. And I was like, I think science needs to know about this. So there's like a 33-second video of me like...
Ants are fucked up, man. Ants are
dope.
They're also really seem to be all over the place this year. Like,
What?
they're like really bad this year already.
I wonder why.
Because everything else is like on fire right now.
Toad
We're getting
Elevator
in on it.
Moment. Thank you so much for subscribing to the Electric Dice Podcast. So now that it's... Oh, wait.
Oh, I got gifted a sub.
You got gifted a sub. Oliver, thank you for gifting a sub. Did he
Aww.
gift the last one too? Hold on. How do I work Twitch?
It's very nice of you, Oliver. Thank you for gifting me that sub.
Yo, what up? Okay, so Ian subscribed, and then Oliver donated one. Oliver, thank you so much, man. That's awesome.
Yay, Oliver, you're cool.
Oliver, I also hang out in his Discord because we have. Oh, you're getting out of here. All right, I'll drop the Discord link, man. There's like I think it's like 115 people, maybe a few more, in the Discord chat, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, thank you for dropping it. So it's been a lot of fun, and they're across like a ton of crazy time zones, so it's cool too. Because like when I wake up at 6 a.m. when I was on furlough, there was always somebody playing or streaming. And Ian, thank you so much for your subscription as well. So what I was getting to saying but did not cross the threshold. We're doing the same thing we did last week. 100% of donations, 100% of bits, and 50% of subs are going to some Black Lives Matter charity. We had a really awesome showing of that last time. I posted it on Instagram and Twitter. By the numbers we did, I want to say it was like $67.31 in charity, $67.31 before we.
Wow.
Yeah, before we started.
That's awesome.
And then I just kicked in the processing fee, and we did color a change, which was really cool because I did not notice that in my first initial pass when I donated to the NAACP. So I think this time I've seen a few more that are related to like gaming. Which would be really cool because I want to keep donating to a couple different places and not just do it all to the same one. But I'm actually pretty partial to Black Girls Code as well, so I think that's probably what we're gonna do, and then we'll just keep working our way through different charities.
All right.
Yeah. So it looks like all we're waiting for is Squid. Has anybody heard from her?
Oh right, she's in this game too.
Mm-hmm.
Squid!
She wants to murder my character.
That's also true.
Like, I get it, but also...
But also, please don't. Please do not. Original OC, please do not kill.
She's normally pretty good about being
Ants, please.
I know. Oh, I don't... Oh, shit. Thank you, Tristan.
Ants. Show us
Hey, it's that boy!
I don't know how to...
The bits.
Yeah. All right, hold on. This is good. My phone's gonna die. My phone's a piece of shit.
The bits.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the bits. Like I said, 100% of donation and bits going to a charity for Black Lives Matter. Not sure which one yet. Probably Black Girls Code. Hold on. I lost the thread. Okay.
While we're waiting for Squid, since we have 12 people in the chat, something Dave mentioned to me, and I think he was hinting at this, but maybe he was just not, and I took way too much, or read too much into it. Should I run another game? Guys, what do you think?
I have no stake in the matter, but yes.
Tristan just gave you all
game are you gonna run?
I don't know what I'm just throwing it out there.
All right.
Maybe I should. I don't know.
Do it.
Dave hates my games just because they're too slow.
Okay, yes, but here's the other thing. We talked about this. We had a plan. We're gonna do it like three games in a row. We're just gonna find you the right night, and then you're just gonna boom, 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 and then you're done.
We're gonna do a one-shot, but I'm gonna run it at the speed of my normal game, so it'll be a one-shot where you learn about the history of a bartender.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't have to play in this game, so
it'll be great.
She'll be on around 8:30.
Okay. Would you host it? Fuck yeah! I'm putting this man to work. Look at him.
Yeah, no, I would be put to work here.
Okay.
We had fun in our last game.
We did. So if you want to see ants, there's a photo on Slack, but if you do not have access to the Slack, yeah, I'm putting it on Dave Twitter. But hold on, because I'm going to drop a link in chat. I just gotta...
Oh, no.
Gotta actually do the thing.
Oh, yeah, those ants that's a lot of ants.
People
are facetious, you know what I mean? Like, when I say, 14,000 ants, you're like, yeah, okay, so there's, a couple ants, right? Like, there are legitimately several thousand ants in this photo.
Yeah, they're having a good time.
I don't know what they're doing, There it is in chat if you guys want to see the ants that are, like, honestly 17 feet away from me. Like, if I open the window that's right over there, I will see them looking at me. They'll form into a middle finger. Like, a lot of fucking ants.
Oh, look at them.
Right? And it's just me, like, I don't know
Maybe
what I'm...
they're migrating homes.
Thanks.
Are these, like, the little tiny ants or, like,
Yes.
the big... Okay.
Yeah,
They might... Maybe they abandoned their nest and they're looking for a new home.
So I know bees will do that, like when it's too hot or if there's too many, they'll like create a swarm and then like go hang out 15 feet away and just like chill and then eventually find a new home. But I've never heard of ants doing that. But yeah, it's a lot of ants.
I think those ants want to kill you and eat you.
Probably. I actually have a long-running vendetta with cicadas, so it's quite possible.
You do love cicadas.
No,
The
I hate them, and they hunt me for sport.
You just
I
hear
think there's like a bunch of them coming out this year.
Yeah, there are a ton. Cool. So we went from 14 viewers to 12, so it's good to know that everyone likes our content.
Oh, who doesn't want to watch 4 jagoffs just sitting, 4 to 5 jagoffs just sitting around saying nothing, posting pictures of ants that they saw?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the content you signed up for, you fucking dorks.
It's the 17-year locust.
Yeah, he's actually not even wrong. So, okay. Does anyone want to do a recap? Yeah, that's what I thought.
She killed her kids.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so let me give everybody the recap as I remember it. So we're playing an extremely custom game. You can barely even call it a game because really all I did was make sure that we have some way to go yes or no. Like that's literally the extent of the rules. It's set in the middle of nowhere. Now, hold on, let me turn the map on because you'll notice nowhere is a little more populated than it used to be. And that's because it's in the modern age, right? So, you know, you've got Tavern on the Green here. You've got the farm up in this corner, right? There's a medical office with a big parking lot. Hi, Squid. You know, the Bay House Cottages, it's an inn. It's not as fancy as it sounds. It just wants to sound fancy. They do have a megaplex with 8 theaters, which is very exciting. And Il Buco, which actually means something. I'm wondering if anyone's translated it. All of this is in nowhere. You know, the middle of nowhere. And we're playing ostensibly Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage will not appear in this episode. He's either out of town or he's off doing another adventure, blah, blah, blah. So we have a bunch of weird characters, and I will actually let them introduce themselves real quickly. And so, yeah, introduce who you are or what you are, and then, like, if you want, like, either what you're doing in town or what you would like to accomplish in town. And then we pick back up with everybody kind of colliding with each other right here in front of the fire department. It's very exciting. So we'll go right down the line. So Amanda, you're first with Riley on deck.
Fun. So I am Dahlia. I'm not originally from middle of nowhere. I came from middle of somewhere. And sorry. And I'm a librarian. I've been in contact with the space whales, and they've been tasking me with different things to try to get them home so that they can come back to Earth.
And have fun.
What Dahlia doesn't know is that the space whales are actually really bad and wanting to do not nice things to Earth.
True and truly. All right, Riley.
I'm Cecil. Skeleton panda sea squirt that's in a fishbowl sitting on top of a full body that wears like a detective outfit with like a little fedora on top and everything, that trench coat and all. He comes from a great sea society, and he's here in the middle of nowhere doing some private detective work to figure out all of the mysteries of nowhere.
Yep, I believe that. All right, Mike.
Hello.
Yeah.
My name is Bevel.
Babel.
I am just your ordinary traveling salesman looking to bring my high-quality wares to the town of nowhere. That's all I got.
You don't look like anything in particular, or not look like anything in particular?
I look devilishly handsome
Oh.
in my purple zoot suit. And I've been having a bit of a bad hair day, which is why we keep this cap on.
Nice. Okay. Yep, I like it. I like it. Tom?
I'm playing Irene Garvin, kind-hearted grandmother and stalwart defender of mankind against the depredations of the reptoids. And I went to Georgetown.
Wait, do the voice.
No!
Yay.
And last but certainly not least, Squid.
Hello. I'm playing the crow. The farmer made me to keep the crows out of the field, and I came to life. I was upset that I wasn't human, and since she couldn't make me human, I made her a scarecrow. I made her better.
And that's the whole thing. So everybody got a prompt in their character sheets. Some of you did not have one before. Some of you just had one tacked to the bottom. And Squid, would you mind if I said yours out loud, or do you want to say yours out loud?
Looking it up. Hold on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because it was. I mean, I don't remember exactly what I wrote, but it's basically like, is there a way to make her a good character, or is that already gone? Like, did we lose that one? Is that over with?
How do we make you a good character? Are you just bad to the straw?
Yeah. Okay. I'm much funnier when I have time to prepare. Cool. Okay. So last episode we spent most of the time trying to get everybody going in one direction, and our players and their characters performed that marvelously. We learned a few suspicious things about the town. We learned a few suspicious things about each other. Friendships were forged, bonds were made, and sales were made, and two otherwise innocent young children of the town were kidnapped by a triangular orange cat, and in fact replaced with reptoids, which are now looking for the source of all whales, or the well, or I don't remember what the hell I said because it's been 2 weeks.
The whale well.
The whale well. All that being said, we now get to smash all the characters into each other at high speeds and see what new things happen. So we take it away. Yo, what up, Dave? How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Do cool things.
Ah!
Oh yeah, we all.
I know that we were headed towards the Westway Diner.
We were. I was the last one to arrive.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Because you just got on your lunch break, right?
Yeah, I was the last one to arrive. We did the whole thing where Irene and I were waving at each other, but then you guys thought she was waving at you.
Oh.
Was waving at you.
You hate to see it.
Was waving at you.
You hate it, right?
Oh. Alright, Daya, so good to see you. Oh my goodness, how have you been? Do we know each other? I think maybe we know you.
We've lived in the same town for a bit. You get around, so everybody knows who you are.
Alright.
Behave.
This old lady wandering the town. No other meaning.
I know what you meant.
We all knew. It's okay.
Alright. Oh my goodness, Irene, it's so good to see you. What brings you out this way?
It's my lunch break, and I'm trying to quickly go to the diner and get some food so I can be back and be on time for my shift.
That's so lovely. Well, I've been out all day, hoofing it, as it were, making new friends, getting, nearly electrocuting myself as I do. I could use something to eat.
Oh,
Do you? Wouldn't that be lovely?
That would be great.
Wonderful. This is Scarecrow. Scarecrow. This is Dahlia.
So like I don't think I noticed it until it started wiggling its arm at me. So, hello, Scarecrow is your name?
Yes. Would you like to be my friend?
Yes, sure.
Is this the first friend that Dahlia's ever had?
Oh my god, that's actually true.
The stitches stretch a little bit as Scarecrow smiles.
Yeah, Squid, do you want to actually roll that? Because that's one of your name skills, right?
Yeah, what do I roll again?
It's D percentile. And you're looking to roll under your 55.
So I have the name skill. They didn't see me again. Should I be rolling that every time I start interactions with people?
I think it's only when you actually want to turn it on. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
yeah.
I mean, I guess, right? Like, if that's what you see as like your character defining, right, ability, because that is kind of what the named skills are supposed to be. So in this case, the space whales are friends. I think that's kind of hard to. We don't have the full story there. So the reason I wanted Squid to roll is because I was curious how powerful this friendship, was it a compulsion or was it just happenstance?
Was it me agreeing to something?
Yeah, just curious. So, okay. Squid doesn't...
I did not roll under.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I was just curious if Dahlia was, like, very excited to be friends with you, in which case you could use that against her later, or not. Space whales are jerks. I would love to... I don't know why it keeps doing this. It keeps... When I go to, like, use the emotes, some of them are missing. I don't have them. And I'm sad about that.
For clarity, Dahlia said yes because the Scarecrow looks like someone you wouldn't have said no to.
Oh, there it goes. Now it's back. Drop them long boys in chat.
Boy.
So what's everybody else doing? Because you're all kind of there at the same corner. Everyone having their own ideas, designs, plans, intentions.
Were we all headed to the hopscotch building? The giant, ominous, evil, dark skyscraper?
Mm-hmm.
Not a few blocks away.
Yeah, a scant few blocks away. Was it actually near the Westway Diner, or was it down at the other restaurant? Because I have to roll for it every scene. Or not every scene, but every
Yeah,
turn.
cycle.
Yeah, every cycle.
It was near the Westway, because I think it popped up in the area that we ended up at.
It was next to the diner. Yeah, okay. Cool. No, that's exciting. I should probably do something so I remember that.
I'm down for some scotch.
It's a bit early to hit up the actual diner. I need to be there at 7 p.m.
Dahlia's just starting to kind of inch away. She's only on a lunch break. She doesn't have the rest of the day off.
Right.
No, you're in the Irene zone now. There is no escape. You're in full on the Oblivion style, the Oblivion snap camera thing has happened to you. Oh my goodness, it's so lovely to see you out and about. Did you notice the giant, sinister black obelisk?
Yeah.
Very imposing.
I've seen it around town a few times. I've never paid much mind to it, though.
It's the strangest thing. I think, not too much to suggest, but I'd quite like to see what's inside, wouldn't you?
Maybe when I got off work for the day.
Well, I suppose, but I probably, I'm already out, and I figured I was just going to go now, but then I thought maybe you'd like to accompany me.
I actually want to question... Was that implication that you have a job?
No, I do not. I don't have a job, but I have a task, which is
Gotcha.
to defend the Earth against the depredations of the Reptoids.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And the and to spread the message of the Pleiadians.
Pleiadians, yes, of course.
I bet that office building has a wonderful cafeteria if you were looking for lunch.
Do you know? You're probably right. I love the West Wing, but I go there at least a few times a week, and I've tried everything on the menu at this point.
Okay.
Young man, the hat and the coat. I haven't seen you before. I swear, I saw you just this morning. You're that traveling salesman who sold me this potion.
I did indeed. Have you had a chance to try it yet?
Do you know? I haven't, but I have it right here. I could, well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Yes, indeed.
What does it smell like?
All your hopes and dreams.
Damn.
Ooh.
Oh,
So, like, electrical fire?
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually very specific and accurate, isn't it?
Blowtorch. Nice. What happens? What happens?
Is that what happens?
That's the first thing that happens.
Cackling like mad.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's a cloud on the map now.
Yeah, so the intention was that the Dreamy did what again?
It made your dreams come true.
Right.
But in like the most literal sense, not
Right.
just like your fantasy.
Right, but you failed the roll.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I do.
So, all of Irene's dreams and fantasies are conspiracies.
That's why it's so
They're
good.
pretty much real anyway.
Yeah. So two things happen at once. One, you hear this massive crack of thunder as this like torrential downpour starts. I mean, not obviously 40 feet away from you, but in town. You can hear it, you can see it at a distance because everything is super flat, right? Like, one time I fell asleep driving home from Gen Con in Ohio, and I just, like, woke up, and I was still driving, and we were still going straight because there's just this straight line. It's very dangerous, but, there's no actual danger. So you can just see this storm front moving in, just this torrential rain, just this absolute chaos, almost at the exact time that you finish this potion. The other thing is I do need to know what Irene's like dreams are, aspirations. What are the things she truly hopes for in the dead of night?
Oh man, I think what Irene hopes for is to. I think that she wants to. I'm trying to think of something that it wouldn't be like the obvious thing.
Sure. I mean, it's okay if it's fairly obvious. You're not going to get it anyway.
That's fair. I think Irene wants to actually like meet the Pleiadians. She understands them as just like the benevolent sort of secret masters who just send out like goodly energy, but she wants to like meet them at some point.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
And now tell me, what does she fear? What are her nightmares?
Obviously that the Reptoids will will probably like replace her husband, or will replace her. Will steal her, harm her animals, or destroy her home, things like that. That the Reptoids will retaliate against her and and harm her or her loved ones.
Nice. Okay.
Or her daughter. God, ooh, that's scary.
Yeah. No. This is her daughter in town.
No, I think her name. What was her name? Heather. Heather lives in Milwaukee.
Oh, good. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, like let's put a pin in that, and somebody remind me when we've finished our scenes here. We've got a very bad thing that has to happen. So chat, you're responsible for reminding me to do the bad thing.
Oh goodness, it looks like it's gonna rain, and Cecil reaches into his trench coat pocket and pulls out a portable umbrella.
Is it like upturned so you can catch the water?
No, it's just a regular umbrella, because that's normal, right? People shield themselves from water.
Right. Yes. Definitely normal. Definitely normal. Okay.
I knock on my hat twice, and the little umbrella goes.
I think we established that the shopping cart has an umbrella.
Yeah, I think there's a parasol.
Dahlia knows Irene. She's gonna hide under the umbrella with her.
Nice. Okay. So everyone is covered. Everyone's good. Everyone's cool.
Dahlia, have you been watering the polywater reactor that I gave you last Christmas?
Cut to the unopened box in the back of my closet.
Yeah.
I really have appreciated it. It seems to be doing well.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear it. All right. Well, I'm gonna start headed towards the building. If any of you fine folks would like to accompany me, I'd be delighted to have some extra company.
I guess I can check out their cafeteria.
Oh, it's not wonderful.
Cool. That'll be fun to move later. I won't regret that at all.
Hopefully we can get there and back before the weather gets anywhere.
Yeah.
The map's a little too far down for
you can't
Twitch to
even
see that.
see it. Why? I did all that hard work. Yeah, no, it's true. Thank you for saying so.
Bevel is just staring like super intensely at Irene, waiting to see what happens. Even though I know out of game that it's going to be a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. But you're like, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so the hopscotch building, when located, and so where did I had a little post-it that I was using to keep track of like who's done what scene to make sure that we are cycling things around. Where the heck did I write it? Oh, there it is. So everyone had done one. So we're going to call that everyone's done two, which means you're just going to get into the hopscotch. Oh, that's so much fun. You're going to get in the hopscotch building, and then it's going to move. And you're not going to be where you came in when you get out. I love it.
Oh, great.
So the hopscotch building, now, does chat / you guys remember how I described it last time?
That it's like the scary Sears Tower building when it lost power.
That's exactly correct. Sears Tower, no power. It was absolutely beautiful. Happened during quarantine. My absolute favorite thing about it is that it kind of looks like it's got beady little eyes. That's what does it for me. Like it's an imposing building to begin with, but then when it's just made slightly ever so more upsetting. Yeah. There it is. Dropped it in chat just in case you forgot. And that is the hopscotch building. Inexplicably massive, filled with who knows what. People come out of it, people go into it, but no one ever really talks about it, right? It's not in the news. It doesn't have problems getting its mail, unlike everything else here. So you get there. The guard is inexplicably not at his post, and the little lever arm is up, so you can waltz right in there if you so desire. The power does appear to be out. It is. I mean, I guess you would look at it during the day and not see that like super obviously, but maybe the issue is like the doors are cracked, but not like the automated doors are not working properly.
Irene just. She gets to the door, she closes the umbrella. Sorry, Scarecrow, I need to put this away for a moment. Bad luck to have an umbrella open indoors, Keep it, watch out for that. It's an antenna for the dark ray energy. And then, I'll push my cart in through the front door.
Nice.
Assuming I can get it through.
Yeah, no issue. You can easily move the doors open if you so desire. Otherwise, the cart cannot come in. But I imagine you and the cart are nigh inseparable.
Yeah, unless push really comes to shove, yeah.
Sure. What does everyone else think?
I'm following right behind Irene.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
like
like
the
this
cart,
building
so-
is intriguing.
Okay. So everyone's cool going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Irene, what is it about this building that attracts you so much?
Well, mostly that it's a huge, sinister, magical building. That's probably about the rub, I'd say. You know, you don't, how often do you get the chance to wander around in a huge, sinister skyscraper? It seems so airy and quiet and peaceful in here. It's very interesting. You gotta check these things out, you know. Hold on, I'm gonna get my dark ray energy detector out. The big pool cleaner with the buck zapper at the end, and I'm gonna start sort of waving it around. Oh, hello, anyone around?
It is kind of weird that nobody is there.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is, I can't move this thing for the life of me. It's infuriating. The lobby is such that there's like a spiral stair, 2 of them on either side, maybe 15-20 feet back away from the door. The lobby is much longer than it is like deep. There look to be plants, but at a quick glance, most of you can tell they're actually fake. You don't see, like, the lobby is not like incredibly long, but there don't appear to be any other exits out besides going up. Except for a lone elevator just kind of offset behind the desk. And at the desk, there is a chair that's kind of not quite turned all the way around, but like 3/4 turned. And it appears to be someone, like head back napping in the chair.
Is there a bell on the desk?
No, it is suspiciously devoid of all things.
Alright, I'm gonna go up to the desk and say, hello, excuse me.
Yeah, what kind of perception things do you have?
I have a notice of 35.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll that. Is anyone else going up, or the rest of you kind of taking in the
I'm gonna-
ambiance?
I'm gonna go up as well because I'm on a time limit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going up too. I've got my notepad. I'm kind of like doing my field notes and everything of this building.
Mm-hmm. So were either of you noticing?
Yeah. I have a 35 and I rolled a 30.
Okay.
T100.
Nice. Okay, so this scene's really beautiful because, Irene, you are completely convinced that they hear and understand you, and you're waiting for the response. So I want to hear your next line, because this is going to be you're going to be saying it as the other two realize what's actually going on here.
I mean, I don't really like to complain very much, but some service people is just so rude sometimes. Just ignoring a kind old woman when she's trying to get their attention. It's just not really.
And I'm just like trying to tap her on the shoulder. Like, Irene.
Yeah. So if everyone remembers a little video I sent a little while ago of like 40 billion ants, right? In fact, you can see the name tag says Myra, but there's a cobweb on it from like the corner of the name tag up to the chin, right? And Irene, I'm gonna like hard GM move here, right? You tap once because there's no bell. You're like, excuse me, right? And her whole head just falls off, and so many spiders come pouring out of the neck spot.
Oh,
Cool.
it looks like spiders work the front desk.
Rad.
Scarecrow leans forward in the cart. He's like, I could have made her better.
You still might be able to. Fuck, it might be easier now.
Oh my.
Yeah. So right now there are... right now there are 9,743 spiders in the room. So what are you guys doing?
Are they being threatening?
Right now they're mostly just pouring out in mass, but we would do like some shot, right, that's like super macro, right, and they're just skittering in every direction, screeching like mad, and, you know, marching.
I pull out my umbrella and use it as a shield.
I attempt to get up onto the desk so that, because they're on the floor.
Yeah, true.
Reason.
Yeah.
Classic mouse defense technique.
Classic.
I pick up a handful of them and feed them to my hair.
Gross.
Scarecrow leans over with an arm, looking down at him. You're pretty.
Mike, you have a skill that's called being strange, don't you?
Yes, I do, actually.
Yeah, that seems like a strange check. And Squid, if you want to try be my friend again with the spiders, because that's normal. Yeah.
Oh, right. All good checks are 55.
All good checks are 55. Yeah, I think
Motherfucker. I'll spend 4 points.
You're spending luck?
Yeah, let's get there.
All right, cool. Yeah. I'm just going to make a note of that.
Dahlia's, not perturbed by the spiders and trying to, look around the poor decapitated person while also trying not to step on them if she can.
Yeah, I mean, there are now close to 15,000. Yeah, 15,000 spiders in the room. So, Mike, I think that you're able to glean some information from these spiders for a brief moment.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you something about the Hopscotch building, and then you can ask me something about the Hopscotch building.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you that there is, in fact, a working food court. Or it's not a food court. It's more of a restaurant. It is on the 17th floor. It is technically for employees only, but you know that if you take Myra's badge, that they're not going to feed all of you, but they're not going to give a shit. You know what I mean? That's enough.
Who owns this building?
Oh.
That's a good one.
My goodness, that was a very good question. That was a much better question than I expected you were going to ask.
Wow.
Look, man, we're hey. Okay, so the you get like a business charter and like an org chart and everything, and at the very, very top, you see, the name Eloise Seiler is the owner of the building. But you can see that she turned over day-to-day operations to Marcus Thornton around about a year ago. Sorry, not 12 months. I don't know why I wrote it like that.
Same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it is the same thing, but, one of them is the way humans write, and one of them is the way an idiot who was rolling a die writes.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you just I take a handful of spiders, take my hat off. The snakes are all hissing and snapping at each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just put it in there, put the hat back on, and turn to you guys. And the hat's bouncing around, and there's it's like one of those classic fight scenes from a cartoon where there's dust shooting out, and I just look and I'm like, I found the food court. And I pick up the badge and start walking towards, I guess, the elevator.
Do you know, I'm not as hungry as I was before. Strangest things.
Strangest that you wouldn't believe it.
We probably should let them know about their employee, though.
It's true.
What has happened to the crashing mass of spiders?
Yeah, I mean, so very similar to the ant photo I shared. They're not particularly large or anything, right?
Is that where this game was
Doing
inspired
their own
today?
thing.
Yeah, there's tons of them. Most of them have settled underneath the desk where it's, there's shade. A lot of them look to be moving towards one of those fake plants. You know they're going to be disappointed by the time they get there. But for now, they have hope.
Are some of them actually working the front desk?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no.
Scanning.
No, Myra hasn't been alive for a long time. Like, the spiders get the job done.
Okay, well, in that case, I will accompany the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Gingerly getting down off of the desk.
The
Sure.
spiders are just like, what are you doing?
Like, please, this is a place of business. Please, what are you doing?
Apologies.
Yeah. Okay, so Bevel, did I say that right? So Bevel, you just go straight back to the elevator.
Yeah,
Okay.
carrying the badge.
Carrying. Oh, good. Okay, I didn't think you grabbed it. You might have said it, and I just missed it.
I did.
Okay. Cool. Yep. So you have the badge. I do have bad news for you, though.
Uh-oh.
The elevator doesn't work.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh goodness. Are there stairs? Do we need to take the stairs?
I could see if I could repair the
Yes.
door.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be dragging your cart up any stairs.
Yeah, it is gonna be a little tricky, but I think it will be worth it. All right, so what should I roll to try and repair the elevator? I'm gonna suggest.
Can I help Irene and use crafts?
I also have crafts.
I want to help.
I have crafts as well.
Well, I mean, technically everybody has crafts.
Oh, weird. Everybody has the same skill
Wow.
set.
Well, my crafts is really good.
So,
I have crafts.
yeah. So one person leads, one person can help. You would want the person with the highest skill to be leading, and the second highest to be helping.
I got 40.
Mine's 45, but I don't think I'd be leading.
Hey, yo, what up, Johnny Five?
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna roll. So I'm gonna roll my crafts.
Okay, cool. And then I obviously want you to narrate this a little bit. And Dahlia, I want you to tell me about all of the handy craft glue and the puff paint and the hard candies.
So does the elevator I imagine it's like we go and the elevator door opens a little bit and I'll be like, oh, this is so. Dolly, do you remember that time we went down to the Methodist church and they had that craft day? This is so much fun. And as I say this, I'm getting like a car jack out of my thing, and I'm like wedging it into the door, and I'm like,
Talking completely inconspicuously.
it's so delightful to just get to see everybody. I spend so much time just in the house with Harold. It was lovely, but he's retired. He watches a lot of golf, which is fine. I like golf, but it's not my favorite thing. All right,
I'm just nodding along.
I get the door open, and I'm like, excuse me, can somebody give me a lift through the hatch?
I imagine someone else will want to.
Somebody just give me a little up. I'm not much of a leaper, never was.
Oh, I could totally help you out there.
Oh, you're such a kind young gentleman. I don't think I caught your name, sir.
Oh, yeah, my name's Cecil. I'm kind of new to town.
Oh, what a delight! Well, you're getting quite the introduction now, I tell you what. Alright, I'm going to see if I can go through this roof now. Okay.
I need you to roll in athletics. It's got to happen.
Alright.
No,
that was
Cecil.
Oh,
This is
okay.
gonna be great.
Yeah, I want you to just yeet her directly up 17 plates. Shit,
so
that's perfect.
that meets it?
That meets
that's
it.
fine? Okay.
That's exactly what you have, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. You fucking did it. Yeah. So, you don't throw her thousands of feet or anything, as much fun as that would be. But thankfully, neither do I need this shot to give us a little about what's going on with this construct you have created.
Like, what is it?
Yeah, what are you? What are you made of? How do you tick?
I mean, it is pretty much just like a giant Terminator-style robot body underneath these like clothes and stuff, with just a nice little cushion thing for the fishbowl to like rest where the head would go.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, I mean the machine does good work. And then Tom, did you meet your?
I got a 41 out of 40, so I'm going to spend the point in luck to get to the 40.
No, that's okay because you add half of Amanda's skill
Right.
when you get help, which is the game is designed to put you guys together. So the power of
mine's
helping.
it's just the 45, right? I don't roll.
Correct. Yeah, you just say I'm helping.
Yeah. So you're good. Since he's got pushed up into the thing, I'm like taking out like my glue sticks and my scissors and like the random like eyeglass fixing set and kind of just like shove it through the hole for him.
Perfect. I'm like, do you have? I need some craft glue and some stickers. And can you get my blowtorch? Thank you.
Yep.
And
I'm just like grabbing things
why on
and like.
earth is this what you would need?
Stickers are very important.
Oh, we're gonna need some sawdust up here. Oh my goodness. All right, so I think that we get the elevator working again. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Yay.
We totally get the elevator working, which is very exciting. So it. Yeah, it was well specifically made for Riley, but as it turns out, it was specifically made for Tom. The elevator does in fact come down, whether you have arced some of the latent electricity still trapped within the system, or you just cut the brake lines and gravity did its work. Who knows? But the elevator's here, and that's exciting. So where are you going now? What are you doing?
We're going to the food court, right?
Oh, I'm famished. All right.
Yeah. What
Is
floor was it?
Is there a directory?
What floor are we going to, salesman?
I hit 17.
Nice. Okay. When you look at this really quick, there's two things you notice. One is it does not have 100 buttons, right, for every floor. It just has a numerical punch code, right, to tell you what floor. So theoretically you could go to 999 because it seems to have 3 digits, right? Because you do 17 and then you're like, oh, and then you back up and hit 017.
Wait. Yeah, if I realize that,
Yeah.
I go to 666.
Yeah, the doors close and then they just immediately open, right? And then there's just like this faint laughing in the background as the viewers are informed ever so subtly that you are in a hell already.
Alright, we go to 17.
017.
017.
The only thing that's different, right, because it's a punch pad, or I don't know what the hell that's called, and then like the little green digital display, there are 3 buttons and then the fireman's like key thing, right? And the buttons are lobby, basement, and secret.
Motherfucker.
Ooh,
It's okay.
I really want that secret.
It's okay, you already hit 17, so up you go. That's 3 scenes, so I'm gonna steal the spotlight for a moment. Tom, I hate to do this to you.
You're
Yay!
gonna do it to me?
I'm gonna do it to you. So, your husband's name?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Earl? Roy?
Harold!
I think it's Harold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, first question. Is he alive?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's alive. He's retired.
Are you sure about that?
No!
Don't.
Man, not Harold.
So what is he doing on a regular... God damn it, what's he do on a regular day?
Oh, he's like in a chair watching golf.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was, anyway.
Oof.
Right. Because, there's a knock at the door, and he's like, honey! And you're not there. You're busy. You're doing work, or whatever, right? And he's like, ah. And he like slowly gets up, and he is he the kind of guy that like, you know, puts on slippers and the doorbell's ringing and he's right? Is he like really slow about everything?
Oh yeah, absolutely, extremely slow.
I envision him extremely slow about actually everything. So he's finally like, I don't even want any. I already bought the salesman today. And he's like shuffling over. His feet aren't even, you know, like leaving the ground. He goes to touch the door handle and it arcs and right? And he opens up the door and it's cats, right? Of course it's cats. This evil triangular orange cat just grinning. And then behind him, like with active camo out of nowhere, 2 reptoids appear and just leap over him and just take Harold down. And then what's the layout of your house? Because he goes straight back. Does that like go into the kitchen? Does that go down into like the root cellar?
His kitchen. Straight back from the front door, gets him into the kitchen.
Okay, yeah. And we don't see that, right? We hear a lot of scuffling, and we just see cats just grinning and enjoying this malevolent act. So that's one of my 2. The other one I actually have to use for Mr. Cardholder and Mr. Strawberry. Now, does anyone remember who they are? They were the federal agents?
Yeah.
Where did we see them last? Yo, what up? Back to 2nd edition. Sorry, guys. Does anyone remember where we left them?
Weren't they at the diner over near the post office or something?
I thought they were over where I started off.
Yeah, I have my notes have them leaving the hotel, or not the hotel, but the cottages, the Bay House cottages. And their first action is to go to the cafe, Dee's Cafe. I just wanted to make sure I didn't change that, because Tristan's saying motor pool.
Oh, that was because
I don't know what that means.
Harold was in the motor pool at the base.
Right. Oh, I get. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I confused the 2 federal agents for the motor pool. Yeah. Okay, my apologies. So we cut to yeah. I was doing my own thing. We cut to the 2 federal agents. You know, they're doing that fake smiling thing where they're nodding. Because they're caught between a conversation that name Dee's Cafe, which I believe was Isaac Ewens. Does that sound right? Yeah.
Isaac sounds correct.
Isaac owns Cafe Dee's. Isaac is having some kind of conversation with the post office. Who was name? Corinne. Yep. Corinne Hawksley. And they seem to be somehow, foolishly, they identified themselves as members of the federal government. And now that they're lodging a complaint about the failures of the postal system, which is very much not Cardholder or Strawberry's department. And they're like, please, we're looking for if anything unusual is happening. We're looking for, I want to know. Oh, thank you, Johnny Five. Thanks for the host. Have you seen it? We need to know about the Lost Lake. And nobody says anything. Like, and the other thing that's inconvenient is always have to bringing the mail back. You can open it, but legally it's not yours. How am I supposed to be paying bills that aren't even mine? Right? And they're just going on and on. Like, I just need to know. And then the torrential downpour starts. Right? And these giant sheets of water are cascading across everything. And both of the federal agents' eyes narrow. And they're like, excuse us. And they just rush out of the room. So we cut back to our exciting party, riding the elevator. Is that ambiance music for the elevator music, or just general Courage the Cowardly Dog music?
It might be cat.
Oh,
yeah.
Good. Yeah. It's cats. That's so good. I want to play it, but I don't want to get a strike. We definitely don't have the license for this. the elevator stops just like an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches short of the floor, right?
What?
Not enough to be like not enough to be uncomfortable, but just enough to give you a lack of faith in the system. There is not elevator music. They did not roll good enough to turn the music on.
I did my best.
You did your best. I mean, you succeeded, so.
Yeah.
That was only if you got a crit success.
Alright, so, but if the door is open, and there's a little bit of a lip, but, nothing too bad, I'm gonna try and get my, sort of wheelie my cart up over the lip and get into the food court.
I'm gonna help Irene. I'm gonna go in and lift it for her.
Sure. Okay. Everyone else is down with heading out, or are you hanging out in the elevator?
I'm ready
going.
for food.
Okay.
I wonder if they have coral bowls here.
Nobody's gonna jump on that one, huh?
Coral balls.
So
Everyone has coral bowls.
So the first thing you can either go left or right.
Is there a sign?
Oh yeah, totally.
What does this say?
Oh, it says it says like, and it would probably have a name, but I didn't write it. So I'm just gonna call it cafe, because that's what everybody wants to be in this town. So it says cafe to the left, and then it says rooms 504 to 511 to go to the right.
Gonna follow the cafe.
Let's head
That's
with
Cafe Town.
Okay. So you go, you hook a left, you go down the hallway. It forces you to take a right, and then you can see that it's like this very shallow another left and the right. Right, it hooks again, but there's like 10 people already waiting in line, and more of those fake plants, like the very like quintessential like big leafy green plants. Right, they're in like very tall, very like reasonably bespoke planters, but there's like 20 of them down either side of this thing, and then there's like an outdoor planter. It's like a big concrete block that's like sitting up through the floor, and that's got a tree in it.
Is the tree real?
Yeah. I actually had this cafe came from a dream of mine, so
Uh-oh.
Nice.
it's a very
Did you
boring
drink
dream.
some-
But I
drink
think
some dreamy before it?
I'm standing in line.
I actually think I was just hungry.
Yeah, I think Bevel goes up to the person in line and just introduces himself.
Sure. Yeah.
Hello.
Hold on, I gotta double check my name to make sure I haven't used this one elsewhere. That is building. Yeah. Okay. So this cafe came from a dream of mine. God, that's a sad thing that I just said, isn't it? A quintessential businessman turns, kind of side eyes you, says, "Yep," and he just looks back.
I'm sorry, Daddy. I didn't realize that there was going to be such a rush. What time is it?
I don't know. Probably like just shy of lunch, right? Like 11:41. I feel like Dahlia like quits and goes to lunch pretty early. I know I do.
Take my lunches at like 11 o'clock every day.
Right.
I'm gonna try to charm my way into getting this guy to talk to me.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. What's your angle? No solicitation.
I think just incessant, like, casual conversation starters. Like, what do you do in this fine building? How was your day?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What'd you do last weekend?
Yeah. So, like, do you have a roll there?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
And we're failing.
Yeah, because he's like, and he turns and he looks directly where your name tag would be. Are you wearing it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, and that's probably why it doesn't succeed then, right? He's like, Hope you signed the guest book.
Frown slightly at the dismissal,
Sure.
but then put my hands like patiently in front of me and wait in line.
Yeah. And the line is actually moving fairly quick. It's just that, there's already a lot of people. So who is wearing the name tag? Because if, Mike, you don't have to have told them, but you do remember that, obviously.
Yeah, it was Miriam was the name?
Myra.
Yeah.
Myra? I'll give it to Irene.
Oh, goodness, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. What's the name? Miria?
Myra.
Myra?
Miriam.
I think that you're all fucking with me. I really do.
Alright.
I just to explain that one of us needs to be wearing it in order for us to get in.
Oh, okay. Well, I suppose, alright. It's a little bit of cloak and dagger, isn't it? It's very exciting. Alright. I'm going to put on the old lady charm and just try and fucking greatest generation my way in here.
So you want to talk to people, or you just want to order?
I just want to fucking cut in line and be like, oh, excuse me, pardon me, I think I saw my son up there. He's actually holding a place for me. I'm sorry, go. Sorry.
Okay. You better get some help for this. Let me tell you that much right now.
Can I roll What a Sweet Old Woman?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, because these are like miserable old curmudgeons.
Just trying to fucking channel energy of which a boomer could only dream.
Are you getting help?
Am I? I don't know.
I would strongly suggest you get some help for this check, which is my very subtle way of saying it's got a penalty. You have a penalty.
That's fair.
Can I roll?
I already tried, so I don't know if I can.
Sorry, I keep coughing. Can I use They Don't See Me again? Kind of help her skirt along? Or is that kind of like the opposite of what she's doing?
I don't like argue it for me. I'm curious. What's your thought? Like, is the idea like we're unassuming, we're just nice old lady, like don't worry about us?
Yeah, it's just like shuffling her along, just trying to keep her going, like not looking anybody in the eye.
I'm sorry, my son is actually saving me a seat. He told me we'd meet him for lunch. It's been too long since I've seen my boy.
Are you still pushing the cart?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
He wanted me this dog affair.
No, all right. I actually love this. I like if two very sweet, very suspicious old ladies tried to cut in line, I probably would let them. Like, I'll be honest. So
yes.
All right. So half of 55 is what, 27 and a half?
27 and a half.
So 77.5.
Cool.
Jeez. Wow. All right. Yeah.
I read too powerful.
I read too strong. Please, nerf. Right. So like everyone's just like looking back. It was like, why did you just hold on? How did they be? And you're ordering food or whatever you want, right? Like.
Does the party get to sneak along with this, or are we still stuck in
no, that's fine. I mean, technically, she's the only one that can order, but she's, like, ordering for her party.
Well, let me just get everybody's stuff. Oh, okay, so I get up to the front counter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll have do you have the Southwest salad?
You notice that everything they have is some variation of a breakfast sandwich.
Amazing.
No.
Is this part of the dream?
Yes, I was extremely hungry and I like bagels.
Is it just different bagels, different cheeses, and different eggs?
Yes.
And that's all it is?
Yes.
All of the ham, egg, bacon, sausage, and spam.
Ugh, spam. Sorry, chat.
Oh, spam! It's spam time. Wait, what's it called in Courage? Isn't it called flam?
Flam?
Is it called flam? Oh my god.
It's called flan. Yeah.
Flam? That's awful. Okay.
Anyone remember that episode?
No, I meant to. with the last 2 weeks go back and watch stuff, but all I had time for was reading TV tropes.
It's addicting. It's not good for your soul.
No, you go way too deep, way too far. Yeah, so basically everything on the menu is going to be $7. So you can tell me how much you're buying for. You don't have to pay. The party all has money. And then if you want a drink, it's another $2. So I'm just curious what everyone's buying.
I'll do a sandwich and a drink.
Sandwich and drinks, so $9.
I have to go buy or find a pen.
Anyone else eating?
Yeah, I'm gonna try some flam and a glass of water.
Nice. Okay, the water they won't charge you for, so just $7.
I got a lemonade.
Beevil?
Sorry, I was trying to find a picture of flan, and
No,
it's
you're
actually the hardest thing in the world.
Right.
But, do you have anything living?
Go ahead and roll strange.
That's fair. No.
That's pretty close.
It's close.
That is close. Yeah, they're like, we have everything is fresh. Yes. Surely that's what you mean.
I think I just want a flan sandwich.
Just the meat.
Just the meat.
Okay. Yeah, they still put it in like a little to-go styrofoam container, but
yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Irene, what are you getting?
Thank you, Riley.
Yep.
The ham, egg, bacon, sausage, and spam sandwich.
God damn.
With a glass of with like one of those little package things of apple juice.
Oh, nice. See, I was thinking like an extra large Diet Coke.
No, it's actually a little strong. Can I also get a glass of water so I can cut it? It's just very strong. Very sugary.
Yeah, we'll bring waters out for the whole table.
Oh, that's very kind of you, sir. Thank you very much.
And then they're like, oh, I thought that was a person that was riding in your cart for a second.
No, this is not a person. Don't need to worry about that.
And
Although, excuse me for a moment. Would you like anything? Don't mind me, sir. Do you want a sandwich or something? No? Yes? No?
No.
Oh, okay, thank you. No, well, quite alright. Not a person at all. No need to worry. Just a large stuffed animal, treasured family heirloom. My son, who's actually just back there just now, I'm dropping it off to him. He probably wanted it fair when he was 9. It's very sweet, very nice. So, as you can see, the stuffing's all falling out, and he's rubbed the fur all clean off. But, how these things go.
so if you
When
want
she says that something's falling out, the scarecrow looks down like, where?
right, and they're like, that's unnerving. It's really, really well made. If you want to go sit over there, we'll bring it out to you. It's a big order, so it's easier than you taking up the whole, to-go counter.
Oh, I'm sorry, I know. We'll just be waiting right over here. Thank you very much. Don't mind us.
Chad, I need somebody to roll a D16. You can go to random.org if you cannot roll a platonic solid of your own devising. What's up, Mike?
I just want to ask, how, if I may, how does everyone arrive at this wonderful cafe if the elevator is not working?
What's going to trip you up even more is when you sit down and look out the window.
Oh boy. I was going to ask the person behind the counter that. That's what I like.
Yeah. So are you lingering as everyone else moves over?
I feel like there's like a lot of time between ordering and her stuttering and her like that maybe I could just ask one of the cooks or someone else.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, is the elevator out again? Oh, everyone's been waiting a while. Probably just went out. Well, how did you get up here then?
Touche. And then just walks away.
Right.
So it looks like we're going with 7.
Yeah. So y'all move. Oh, the one time you roll a 7, right? Yeah. Y'all moved over, to the table, which is of course near a window because that's the one that is open, that's available, and you can't help but look out the window because it's a giant skyscraper, so everything is glass. And looking out, you're in the middle of the town oval, right? And you can look, down across the building, and half of the building is currently in a titanic rainstorm, and the other half looks completely fine. But once again, when you came into the building, you were basically at the Westway Diner, right across town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness, we seem to have moved.
Oh, the weather is looking... I mean, we have been having a bit of a drought lately, but that weather looks quite bad. Quite ominous.
Ominous indeed.
Maybe I can get Harold on the shortwave. See if he can cook off a couple of rounds with the cloudburster. That might do something.
Oh,
My radio out of my fucking but basically that's like a police scanner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Put it on the table. Put my sandwich on top of it. Get the big fucking headset.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like
like the UV radio.
I have to plug it into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It actually goes into both plugs.
I love that.
It turns on and all the silverware in the room trembles a little bit. And I start turning the knob and I go, Harold.
Right.
Harold.
Right, and you just hear a
yeah. Oh, Harold, is that you? You're coming in a little crackly here, Harold. Have you got it dialed in today? Did you knock it again? You can tell me if you did.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Harold, I need you to go up to the roof and prep the cloudburster, if you please. Now, do you remember how to do that?
No.
Okay, it's very simple, and I proceed to walk him through a no less than 25. Now, make sure you're writing this down, Harold. And I proceed to begin walking him through a fantastically complicated series of instructions.
Right.
First of all, you need to modulate hydrino flow. Very important. Get all the valves open to 75 except for the A valve. The A valve needs to be at 45. Now, I know that last time it was A through G, but we've actually optimized a little bit since then. You can actually make it run more or less fine with just A through D, which, I guess I'm just a genius.
Right, yeah, I just...
Oh, and make sure there's gas in the generator.
Right, and he, you hear scratching, which is nice. And then he's like, ask about the whales.
I'm sorry, hold on for a moment. Does anyone know anything about whales? Something about whales, very strange. Is that the name of the high school? I know that the high school changed the name. I realize that you probably actually, as human beings, can't hear me very well when I cover my microphone and hold it away from my mouth.
No, it wasn't too bad, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you know something about, is the sports team, the high school team? Wasn't their name the Whales? Did they change it to that? Or was it the Dolph? Something. They changed it to something.
They're the Roosters.
The Roosters. Okay, I'm at a loss then. I'm sorry, Harold. I don't know. No one here knows anything about any whales or anything. I'm sorry.
Every time Irene says whales, I get more and more nervous looking.
Sweating.
Yeah.
Right. So here's what happens because the power's about to drop out of the building.
Yeah.
Oh no!
But right before that happens, you hear bullshit. She knows about the whales, right? And at a really great distance, he's like, "Help! Help! Help me!"
Oh
And
no.
then it cuts.
Harold.
Uh,
Harold.
You more or less hear them at the same time, and then bzzz.
Oh my.
Could we hear the exchange?
No,
No.
because she had headphones.
Irene is gonna think for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate everybody coming to lunch with me.
Oh no.
Very kind of you all.
yeah, this flan is pretty delicious. He's dropping little bits into the bowl.
Yes. Could I maybe ask a small favor of you folks? Why don't you... I have a bit of, I have some heavy boxes at my home that I need moved around. You know, Harold, the doctor says he's supposed to avoid lifting on account of his back, and of course I'm not much for it. So if you fine folks could maybe accompany back to my home after we've had this lovely meal together. It's not at all very far, considering how we seem to have slightly translocated. I would be very appreciative. I understand the weather is looking a little dodgy, but maybe it will clear up. If
Look at my watch. What time is it?
It's probably only like 12:15.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of time to kill before 7 p.m., so I'd be willing to help out.
I'm gonna feel for Irene and her old lady guilt.
Yeah, I mean you've known her for a while, right?
Yeah,
as a kid.
She's the town institution.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can see that Irene seems a little shook.
Yeah.
And there was talk of whales, so I want to monitor that.
Alright, with that being said, Irene will wrap her sandwich back up and put it into her smock, and then say, if you don't mind, I'd like to get underway sooner rather than later. I hate to rush you guys, but it's, you know, those boxes, I'm worried that Harold's going to take a crack at the boxes, even though he's really not supposed to on account of his back.
It looked like all the lights are out now, right?
Yeah. The power went completely out. Interesting note. No one seems concerned.
Yeah, okay, that was going to be my question. What are people...
The thing happened.
Does anyone else find the
Fanatic
situation
Fells,
we're
thank
in...
you for following the Electric Dice podcast.
Thank you for the follow.
Hey, that's Maxwell.
Yeah.
Oh shit, thanks Max.
Does anybody else find the situation, and I like gesture to the room, slightly strange?
Right, and people are just like tucking into sandwiches. Some guy's like grumbling that there's, not enough hot sauce. He's like, it's always out. And he looks at your table and he's like, I don't want to be rude, but I kind of want to just take that.
I clutch it closer.
It's mine. It's the only power I have.
This is quite mysterious.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's just an outage caused by the storm. Nothing really too terribly much. See, all these people seem fine. I would suggest, maybe possibly, if you would mind, that we make all possible haste, if that's okay with everybody.
So
It's just getting more and more demanding.
yeah, I don't want to. I obviously never want to tell anybody how to play their character. I do have one thing I want Irene to consider, just because it has been a while. You've been looking for the hopscotch building for a while because it would make a really good spot for some of your sensors.
I know, but
Okay.
I'm worried about my man.
I get it. I just wanted to make sure that it was a conscious decision and not an accident.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna... If other people stick around, I will not go running off into danger by myself. But in this moment, Irene is kind of itching to get back home and see what the hell is up.
Yeah, and I think it sounded like most people were okay with going, right?
I haven't wanted to explore this building, but if the party wants to go...
Yeah, out of character, I totally am down with continuing to explore this building if other people, as their characters, are going to be like, well, we kind of want to poke around. I'm sure he's fine. Like,
Yeah, I mean, we could assuage her concerns.
Now, Irene. This building is quite the interesting place that could be quite lucrative for my business. If you are willing to stay around a bit longer, I would be willing to part with some special medicine for your husband's back that will make him much better off.
okay, that's good. That's good. He's been to a few doctors and that quack chiropractor. I think that's all a bunch of hokum and nonsense, if you ask me. Grade A gibberish. Unlike orgone energy, which is very real.
Yeah, very real.
Yes,
Well,
yes, of course.
okay, and would you be willing if I helped you, poke around? I understand. I'm curious myself. I'm happy to continue exploring a little bit, but I am dreadfully worried about him. But I'm hopefully okay. Hopefully he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. He's an army man from back in the day. He can probably handle himself for a little.
Of course he can. And yes, once we are done here, I am at your disposal.
Smash cut to, no, not my eyes, no!
I can't handle this! The army didn't prepare me for this!
Alright, well, okay, well, if you'd like to stick around for a little bit longer, I suppose there's probably no harm, and besides, we wouldn't want to run out into that miserable weather. It's raining.
True.
Yes, of course, the weather is quite disastrous outside.
So,
right.
what do you guys want to do?
I tried to ask someone what was the day-to-day operations guy's name again?
Day-to-day operations?
He had a name. You said the owner was someone, but then the day-to-day operations guy.
Yeah, so Eloise Seiler owns the building, but she turned day-to-day operations over to Marcus Thornton about a year ago.
I asked someone in the office what floor Marcus Thornton's office is. Or I asked someone in the cafe what floor his office is.
Yeah. And they pointedly look for your badge again. They're like, you got a meeting? Oh, is that why you... Myra sent you to the cafe first?
We are contractors here to help fix the elevator permanently.
What's your other? You have Strange and Sly?
Suave, I think
Suave?
it is.
Yeah, this is a Suave check. But you can push for help if you would like.
Anybody?
What exactly are you trying to accomplish?
We're just trying to get this guy to tell me where the office of the day-to-day operations manager is.
I'll chip in. What a sweet old woman.
Yeah, how do you do that?
What am I? I'm saying, excuse me, I just need to speak to him. You see, he's my boy manager, and I'm trying to talk to him. We want to have a surprise birthday party for him, and I need to know which cubicle is his, which office is his, because apparently he's moved. I accidentally left a note in my car. You see.
Okay.
Just like fucking.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
Sure. So you're looking for a 77, Mike. Oh, you already rolled?
I did not, but I got a 15.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. He's like, oh yeah, it's up on. He moves around. I think he's on 333 right now.
Thank you very much, young man.
300? Can you believe that? 333 floors. This is an enormous building. How lovely.
Yeah. So I want to take that scene because I imagine everyone's either eating their sandwich or packed it up and is walking away, right? Because you're like a couple steps away. This guy's like, yeah, 333 floors. Mm-hmm. Like, that would be big. Does anyone turn around and say anything?
Nah. We're on a time crunch now.
Yeah, time crunch now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for you, the power is still out.
Oh, let's fix the power. Do that, right?
Oh, goodness.
We did it once.
Irene, do you happen to have a generator in there that we could perhaps power the elevator with?
That's very. I mean, maybe, yeah. That seems sort of plausible. Yes, actually I do, but I need you to chip in a little bit, and I pull like a collapsible bicycle out, connected to like a toaster or something.
Right, just plug that in, start pedaling and wheeling.
It's a bicycle that's connected to a toaster with a pair of forks stuck into it, and the forks into a car battery.
Sounds fine. Let me roll athletics here. My athletics are not very good. Does anyone else have better athletics than 35?
Minus 25.
The brave little toaster's second gig.
Oh, no.
Party is not
Alright, I'm
very
going
athletic.
for it. Oh, no!
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more of a timeliness thing, right? Like,
Okay.
So the thing that you notice about this is it doesn't matter how weird you are, this place does not care.
Yeah.
Like, no one is upset. Their receptionist is spiders. There's one elevator for the entire building.
I'm like pedaling away on the bike, and he's like starting to sweat, and then the snake pokes its head out of the hat and like wipes his forehead.
Right. He's like, "Come on, boss." Sure. Yeah. So I think it takes more time than everyone would like. So, Squid, what is going on with the scarecrow here? Because you didn't get to eat any food. So how have you entertained yourself?
Watching how everybody else eats.
Mm-hmm. Like anyone in particular you've approached, or anything in particular you've done? Are you just inexplicably behind the counter? Or
no,
on it?
It's still in the cart.
Okay.
Been sitting in the cart the whole time, just kind of like
Sure.
hanging there, staring at everybody, watching as they eat.
I think I want to have you guys are staged in such a way because people are coming and going from the cafe. So they like somehow you're further down the hallway, like most of you, and then it's just Bevel and Irene dealing with the actual elevator. So the scarecrow is like just far enough down the hallway that you can see down the next wave of down the next turn of the hallway. You can see a bunch of different rooms, and you can actually see like the last one has another little sign, a little placard hanging out front, and it's like nowhere like mortgage department. Does that jump out at you at all? Perhaps
It doesn't jump out to me.
Perhaps the ability to legally own the property of the farm.
And
Hmm.
the scarecrow isn't too concerned about property; just wants everybody to be better.
Ooh,
Sure.
Plot hook denied.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just here to put them out.
Would a mortgage office kind of like know where everything is in the town, or just like available property in it?
I mean, in my head, it's going to have all of the property deeds for the town.
I'll take a peek.
Okay, so you do right, head right down in.
Yeah.
You of course find the door to be open because you're engaging with the plot hook.
Yeah, so I kind of like peek my head in and go like, hello.
Right. And good afternoon. Sorry, we just got back from lunch. Have you been waiting long? Do you have an appointment?
Browsing.
Looking for some property then in this wonderful nowhere of ours.
Yeah. Actually had like town maps and plottings and like from older times.
Yeah, of course. What can I show you? Yes, please come around. And then like he turns and he says, "Sung, please. What would you like? Can I get you something to drink?"
A lot.
Sung, please, a water for our prospective client here.
I want to see like properties around the school, like or what could have been where the school used to be.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, like they've got detailed here, right? Like this is a baseball diamond, and this is track and some weird path for some reason and everything, right? This is the Bay House cottages, the outlet mall, more apartments and townhouses and everything else. Dollar General, Bus Depot, and then there's a lot here, right? Do you see this spot right here?
Yeah.
Fully functioning parking lot, no building on it.
Huh. That's neat. What building is supposed to be there?
What kind of insight do you have? Like, are you pretty good at reading people?
No, my insight's awful.
Okay. Do you wish to have someone have come with you so you can get some help, or you can help them? You don't have to.
I'm pedaling the bike, so you guys
you can
gotta
just take a shot.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'll take a shot.
Okay. Now, conversely, anyone can join Dahlia later, right? Damn, that's gotta be
20.
close.
Yeah, it's 25.
Is it worth all the luck?
30 luck. I don't want so much luck.
Okay.
No. But before I leave, I would like to try to pocket anything I can grab.
Is anyone joining Dahlia?
I think Scarecrow will once it sees that its friend is wandering away.
Nice.
Doesn't want to lose its friend, so it kind of like falls out of the shopping cart and shambles its way down the hallway.
Oh my god, in the darkness with just the emergency lights on, it's terrifying.
It's such a cursed scene of this fucking spindly little fuck dancing its way down the... Oh my god.
We are friends.
Yeah. So...
What a strange person.
Tell me why the Scarecrow is so keenly aware of how fucking terrified James Jordan and Sung Rowan Jordan are at the question of what is the building that's supposed to be here. Because you come around the corner and they have like fucking wide dilated eyes, cold sweat running down their faces, and they're like, and Dahlia's like, just like take something off the table because they're too stunned to give a shit.
My sleight of hand is really good.
I know, but comically, you're just like, I'm gonna take
I
this.
can just take it.
Yeah, they don't care. They're so nervous right now.
I steal their staple remover and tape gun. for my craft bag.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, Squid. Why is it? Like? Is it just because you've seen this face when you change, improve people?
When I changed Dorothy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you say anything
I
to
recognize
them?
that look.
Yeah. Right. And they're like,
Do you want to do better?
they're like, another prospective customer. Yes, we would love to have a conversation. Please come in. We were just discussing this crazy weather we're having.
Scarecrow shuffles in a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of rustling hay and...
Yeah.
So I kind of move over and I point to the map that we were just discussing because the Scarecrow seemed to be super interested. Like, yeah, we were looking at this and like there's this weird lot that has, it's like a parking area and it's useful, but there's like nothing around there. That makes sense.
Oh, that's interesting.
You came in too.
I thought she came as she walked out, or was she talking to the
No.
Scarecrow?
Yeah, she
I was talking to the Scarecrow.
Okay.
Right. And the room is still, very tense. They're not making a move right now.
You guys all right?
Well, it's kind of a complicated question. I would love to show you. I'd love to show you a lot. Do you want to schedule a time?
Instead,
What?
not like I don't want to come back. Like I'm already here.
Well, we could meet you somewhere. We can table some. Please. Here, take my card.
What's on the card?
Yeah, it says Rowan Jordan Realty.
Okay, I pocket it. Do you guys have like a directory of like property titles listed in an alphabetical order?
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Just wanted to browse your L section.
Elves?
L.
Hell?
Yeah.
What are you actually looking for?
Anything lake, lost lake that used to be lost, lake that used to exist.
Right, and we see the same panicked look on their face. And from down the hallway, the elevator goes ding!
Oh! I look to the Scarecrow and it's like, oh, it seems they got the elevator working.
And the Scarecrow is like right over your shoulder, leaning in.
Right?
Cool. Kind of leaning slightly away, but trying not to be rude about it. And I'm like, okay, I will call you if I have more questions then.
Yes, very good. Yes, of course. Good. Yes. Good. That's good.
Do they like turn away before I leave, or do they watch us leave?
They watch you leave.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Oh, maybe steal something.
Steal more things? Yeah. The camera pans down, right? Like, because it's watching from over their shoulder. And it pans down, and then it zooms in on the map, and you can see very expertly covered up, but now because of the angle and the change in the light, the Hopscotch building is the name of this lot. Right?
Oh.
And it has been very carefully removed from the map.
That makes sense.
Dun,
They
dun.
put a sticker over it. Mike, where the heck did you go?
You disappeared off Roll20.
What?
Yeah, you're gone.
Oh, hey, yeah. So I like watch you guys through the stream for some reason. It looks like the Roll20. I'm sorry, it looks like it crashed.
Well, that's fine. It just moved
I don't know
everybody's
why.
around.
I think it's so I can watch the chat too.
Mm-hmm.
Coming back.
So, up to floor 333 or somewhere else?
3-3 secret. There's a secret button, guys.
333.
I need the secret button, guys.
333 will still be there.
I'm down for some secret button.
Secret button.
I need to know the secret.
Okay.
I'm not pressing buttons.
Okay, so everyone agrees to the secret button?
I slam it.
Alright. So the secret button actually takes you to the roof, which is currently a torrential downpour. It's wet. It's windy. It's
Pull out my
uncomfortable.
umbrella again.
Yeah. We see from like a crane shot illuminated by a single strike of lightning. We characters don't know. Players know. It is Mr. Strawberry and Mr. Cardholder running right out of the town square and heading actually up in this direction. Sorry, chat. Heading out of the town square and heading this direction. They're just like blitzing, like full on, right? Irene, in your wildest dreams, you never could have hoped for so much machinery and technology to already be up here and just waiting for someone to make sense of it, right? There are dishes, there are computers, there are, gyroscopes and whiz-bangs and all kinds of things that have been hobbled together. You would honestly think that this was just like a scrap yard, right? Like they were gutting an entire building and they were just putting all of the loose refrigerators and air conditioning units and compressors and every single thing you could possibly imagine is just stuffed up in here, right? But someone has taken the time to organize all of the cords, and that is why the Hopscotch building has some issues, right? Because like you said before, all of the hair on everyone's arms and the back of their neck is standing up just from the latent electricity that is coursing through this area, and the fuse boxes and everything, the power junctions are smoking.
All right. Well, Irene is delighted enough that she sort of can put the nagging concern that she's got in the back of her mind aside and be like, "Do you know? I think we picked a real winner, ladies and gentlemen." All right. I am going to go and try and put together I'm going to use this opportunity to put together some sensors.
Oh yeah.
Big dark ray energy sensors.
Yeah.
An orgone harvester. Oh fuck.
Yeah. So, do you want help with that? And what is your intention with this machine?
My intention with this machine is that it will. My intention with this machine is that I will be able to find the building again later. That I will be able to dial into a radio and know where the building is located.
That's pretty sharp, actually. I like that a lot.
So I'm going to roll craft, which is a 40. Hey!
The dice are hot tonight, let me tell you. That's really good. Yeah. So, paint for me, it can be brief, but paint for me a picture of what this looks like that taps into your system and properly works correctly.
It's two refrigerators with the doors taken off, facing each other. Inside of them is a microwave with the door taken off. Inside of that is a very tiny refrigerator. And inside of that is just a single big vacuum tube.
Not even plugged in anything, just hovering.
No, hovering. And then there's a bunch of wires leading to a preposterous array of satellite dishes.
Right, so you can always find it. So
basically, a satellite dish made out of satellite dishes.
So, are your cobbled together machines chaotic as compared to like the otherwise orderly structure of their wiring up until this point?
It's complete bedlam, yeah.
Yeah. That is a beautiful sentence. And if you didn't catch it in chat, Ian wrote Irene's lowjacking the hopscotch building, which is just also a beautiful sentence.
Also, I'm going to steal their cable if they're getting cable.
Right. I mean, you might as well. Yeah. Yeah. They're getting HBO. Okay, it's not cable.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely getting their HBO.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you've got that squared away. You're feeling really good about the secret. You're feeling really good that you can return to the hopscotch building. And while you're fiddling with all of these things, you... I don't think actually it's Irene. So everyone who's not Irene, roll a d4. And whoever gets the high, and if you tie, that's fine. You're the one or ones that happen to be standing next to this, like, very old school, like, tube TV that flickers on with a warning message because someone's fiddling with all of this stuff.
It's me.
Okay, so Dahlia, this is actually very good. Your family doesn't live anywhere near here, right?
No, yeah, because I'm not originally from here.
I'm not from here. Yeah. What would you say about me baking into your background that you had a great uncle who also raved about space whales?
Oh, I'm sure.
That's fine?
Yeah, I mean, he told me those stories when I was a child.
Right. And, like, you didn't really know that it was true right up until, you know...
Until, like, I found them.
Right. Would you prefer him to be Lieutenant Ernest Cody or Ensign Charles Adams?
Ensign Charles Adams.
Okay, so your great-uncle, Ensign Charles Adams, who was lost in the war in 1942, flickers onto the TV with what appears to be a recorded warning message. Like, stop whatever you're doing. Stop it. Alright? You gotta leave the system alone. We've got the network all squared around. And if you tamper with it too much, they get through. Do you hear me? And he... Right.
He doesn't say anything of, like, who they get through, though?
No, like, it just fired up when Irene, like, plugged everything in and her vacuum tube started spinning at, like, 474,000 miles per hour, thus defying the Earth's gravitational field.
Okay. So, like, as it's going on, like, I turn around and yell, like, hey, this thing's telling us to stop. It says something's gonna get through if we don't stop.
Well, probably just something about signal security. They're probably a little mad about the fact that I'm technically, very slightly, siphoning off a non-trivial portion of the building's power. And I get it, it's all on emergency power, but they've got plenty to spare, I think. I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
This seems fine to me. Please continue.
Right, and, like... Dahlia, I'm not messing around.
So, like, I'm looking back at the TV and I'm like, is this, like, this guy knows wait, I know it's my uncle, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So I was yelling at the people already then. It's like, he just said my name. It's my uncle. He wants us to stop. I think we should stop.
Can we see the person on the TV, too? Or now that she's, like, making a...
Yep.
Is he doing anything? Is it you said it's pre-recorded, but he knew I was there.
Did I say it was pre-recorded?
You kind of said it was kind of like it was pre-recorded.
Or did I say it seems like it was pre-recorded?
All right. So, like, I wave in front of the TV.
Yeah.
Can I
do anything?
Yeah, he's like, yep, that's one hand.
I'm gonna roll a cult to see if I can figure out what's up here.
Sure.
The Scarecrow shambles over and kind of like leans in to look at the TV.
Right. Yeah, he's like, well, look at you. Things haven't calmed down at all, have they? Are you one of those damn reptoids?
I'm gonna roll computers to see if I have any understanding of what's happening.
Sure.
Irene, pay no mind to this man. You do you, honey.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What? And I'm plugging an extension. I'm plugging like a surge protector into itself, and just like as soon as I do that, immediately like huge arcs of electricity begin to.
Infinite energy.
I'm yelling at Irene, like, he said something about reptoids.
He's a smart man. Oh, excuse me for a moment, and I just throw the wire loop inside of like a washing machine that just immediately it's like when you put tinfoil in a microwave. It's like
just massive flames have already started.
Oh yeah, but did you just say reptoids?
He's like, yeah. So I see you're a little bit better at computers than your father was. That's great news. If you've already messed with the system, we're going to have to come in and repair it. Okay? You need to find me a suitable space to land. I'm going to need about 300 feet wide by as many miles as you can give me, because this blimp doesn't land like she used to. Are you getting that?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you died.
Well, technically I was lost in the war. Put down as MIA.
Oh, I'm glad you're alive.
Is this man a dirigible pilot?
Yeah.
I was in the war.
A dirigible pilot in the war.
Oh, wonderful! My husband was in the war. He was in the Mark Buddhist deployed stateside. That's wonderful.
What was your husband's name, ma'am?
The Harold Garvin.
Do you want them to know each other, or would you prefer it be a roll?
I don't care.
Yeah, roll for it.
Okay. What do you think the threshold is if I'm rolling a D100?
Oh, it's 50-50. Like, all old people know each other. This is just a...
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 to 50, they know each other. 51 to 100 now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They happen to miss each other on...
They were
Look at
fucking
them.
friends, man. They didn't know each other.
No, they go way back.
Yeah.
They go golfing.
He's like, no way, you're Irene Garvin?
Oh my goodness, are you a friend of Harold's?
I love Harold. What a great man. Yeah, we were in the boot together.
Oh, you're one of his golfing buddies?
I never liked golf very much, ma'am.
Not me either. It's really an abysmally boring sport.
Quite a waste of water, truthfully.
Terrible for very responsible land use, especially in highly developed urban areas. I suppose out here it's probably as fine as it'll ever be. Not important right now. Listen, did you steal a blimp?
Technically, we were lost in the war, ma'am.
It counts. So what's this about the building and the system? Have I made a hash of things? I apologize.
Well, I think that we can repair it. I imagine whatever it was you were doing was quite necessary, but yes. Now, you're familiar with the reptoids, obviously, but are you familiar with the space whales?
Can't say I am.
Dahlia, tell her about the space whales.
Yeah, space whales.
Tell her how bad they are.
What?
Tell her how they're evil and they're trying to destroy the universe. They're going to eat it or change it or something.
What?
Yeah, to tell her all about it. Remember all the stories I used to tell you when I was a kid?
But I met the space whales. They're so nice.
Right, and you can just... The same, like, horror face that we've been using on every character just comes over it. He's like, what?
Yeah, they told me about how they got banished and they want to come home. And they need help.
It's like, oh my god. 300 feet by as many miles you can give me. We're coming home soon. Over and out. And he clicks and the TV turns off. And all of the smoking stops from all the power junctions and everything. The only thing that's running is your 2 fridges with 2 microwaves with 2 smaller fridges and a vacuum tube.
Yeah, perfect. Cool.
So that man is saying that if we continue this, space whales will arrive?
I guess so.
Oh my.
Let's see if we can't find a place to... Oh, Scarecrow! Would you mind awful much if we used your farm to land a dirigible? I'm never... Saying dirigible with this voice is never not going to be funny. It's just never... It's going to be funny every single time I do it. And I don't care what you say out there in Radio Land. I'm right, you're not. That'll make the rules.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, I wrote into the rules that Tom makes the rules.
Yeah, that's
fair.
It just seems like a prudent move.
Yeah. So yeah, Scarecrow, would you mind terribly much if we landed a Zeppelin on your farm?
It's alright.
Oh, fantastic! Let's head out that way. I'm just had a thought. This weather, these terrible storms might make it very difficult to land the blimp. Can you get him back on the thing and ask him if he can land in spite of the weather?
Turn it on in the first place.
Oh, well, just,
I tapped the screen or the top of the thing a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
It does nothing.
Yeah, no, it's as if it's never been turned on. It's stone cold.
Oh.
I mean, it's also raining, but
Gotcha.
I mean, he kind of saw, so he had to have seen it was raining.
Right. Is there a roll that I can make to just know whether if he'd be able to land in spite of the storm, or if that's a thing that we have to deal with?
I mean, obviously, getting rid of the storm would be helpful. But I think that any sort of either weather telling, science, computers probably would be fine. Because out of game, we know the storm is localized, right? When you saw it before, it wasn't covering everything. It's actually it's moving in a specific pattern, and it's not taking up the whole map.
Okay.
So I think that you could theoretically divine that out of some.
Gotcha. Okay, then I'll. Do you want me to roll I don't know, computers to have my weather detector?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right.
We're landing over in the farm too. There should be enough space for them to land as best as they can.
It's got to be close for you, right?
No, it's my computers, because we goofed. We sort of swapped computers in a cult.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's all right. It's probably fine.
So we gotta move quick.
So I think, unless anybody has anything really, really pertinent, I think I'm gonna take the last scene. Does anyone want to accomplish anything? As we go through?
I want to try to meet the owner, but I don't think that's a short scene.
Sure. Yeah.
By any means.
Do you want to have that conversation here? Because right now everyone's like, we're going to the farm, and you're like, but the owner, 333.
Yeah, I think,
remembering, of course, sorry, not to interrupt, you don't have to all stay together, right? There's obviously bonuses to at least having one person with you, because everyone has stats, so you can always get help, right? But you just because you are together doesn't mean you have to stay together. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I just say it might take quite a while to get out to the farmstead and get everything set up, and we do happen to already be here, and I'd love to meet the owner of such a interesting building if we could spare a few moments for such.
Fair enough. Yeah, he might be able to explain a little bit about what all this apparatus is meant to do.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, if it didn't sound like he needed landing immediately, I'm about taking some extra time. But if it was like a we need to figure this out now kind of deal, I wanna go.
He's been up there since the war. I'm sure he can last a few moments longer.
It's true. He has been up there 60 years.
All right. Yeah. I mean, if we did something and then he seems upset about the space whales, maybe the dude knows what the building is for. Can explain it a little bit better. They were so nice.
Okay, so everyone's cool with going to 333.
Yep.
So I'm picturing, since we were on the roof and it was raining, that now as the scarecrow shambles, it's like the sound of sloshing and wet fabric on the floor, like slop, slop. This strong smell of wet hay.
Right, it's even more unsettling somehow.
Oof.
Yeah, no, I love that. Okay, cool. I don't want to do the scene, but I want to do... So you go to the elevator, you punch in 333.
Yeah.
Okay. The door does the same thing as before, right? It's just like an inch and a quarter off set, but it got you to the floor you wanted to. And now very, very close, right? Like not even 4 feet of a hallway wide, right? So like a very extremely uncomfortably, illegally narrow hallway, right? Goes in both left and right. And there is what amounts to either a wall hanging or some sort of sigil on the wall, and it is 2 golden snakes, right? But they have heads at both ends, right? So they kind of spiral off, right? Each going in a different direction, and then they're like classically like knotted together, and they're biting each other, and then the other heads are trying to escape, and that is hanging on the wall, and it's probably 4 feet wide by like 1.5 feet tall.
Can Irene's cart even fit?
I think I left the cart on the roof. We're in a hurry.
Yeah, I mean you can get back here too. So that was all I wanted to say about that, unless somebody wanted to do something particular.
No, I like that.
Okay.
That's a cool sigil.
Right.
Does it mean something to me as Snake Guy?
I mean, it might, but you'd have to roll, wouldn't you?
If you roll, wouldn't you?
I know where you work.
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll deal with that later. So the final scene of the night, and you're all welcome for this, because I shouldn't. It's minus 1 day point, because I shouldn't be letting you off this easy. But the final scene of the night, which Danile just made it for, 2 federal employees by the names of Mr. Cardholder and Mr. Strawberry kick the door in. Where is Chez Garvin? Like, what number house is it?
Oh, it's number 315.
315. Yeah, they kick the door in at 315, whatever Sunnyside Lane, right? Guns out already, right? And they do like a quick tactical sweep. Right, like clear, right? They branch off in each different direction and everything. They're going through. They can see all kinds of, like scuffling, right? Like the house is absolutely trashed. It's actually fine. It's completely normal, but they think it's absolutely trashed.
Like it's been ransacked.
Right, but actually it's just how you live, right? And finally, like, got one over here, right? And we see Mr. Cardholder kind of drop to one knee, and he's talking to, like his headpiece. And Mr. Strawberry kind of like calmly comes into the room and then posts up, like staring out the front door, right? But we're seeing it from whatever Cardholder is kneeling at, right? And he's like, Sir, are you okay? And we just see this feeble little hand come up, and he grabs Cardholder, right? And so it pulls the American flag pin like really clearly into the shot, right? And he's like,
"Oh no!
They got the stuff. They took it. God, that damn cats, right?" And they're like, "We're gonna get you to the hospital, sir. It's gonna be all right." And he's like, "You don't understand. He's got reptoids." But Harold is alive.
Oh, thank goodness.
Or is that the imposter Harold?
Is it a reptoid?
You'll have to tune in to find out. Cool.
I'm excited. It's going to be good.
Awesome.
We did it.
I will have my revenge.
Right? That was 2 hours of Homebrew Gaming and Nowhere. Electric Dice Podcast. OOGGA BOOGA BOOGA. Session 2, technically. Anybody got anything they want to plug as we close our show out tonight?
Do you think anyone who watches the show has not seen my comic?
I mean, it's quite possible. You should link it. Drop in chat.
Plug
Hey,
it.
guys. I wrote a comic that my very good, much better at art than I am friend, arted. Check it out. Please subscribe. No negative comments or I will hate you. But be honest in your critiquing also.
Be more constructive with your feedback.
But only nice things, because we're trying to win this fucking contest. That's my pitch. Check it out. It's cool.
Yeah, that's a great pitch. Anybody else doing anything?
Wow, this is gorgeous.
Look at that. One person hadn't seen it.
Ooh.
Anybody else plugging anything? Yeah. No? Okay. We're maybe going to run a game in that. It depends. I would like to, but only if we can get people and organization at the right time. Mike is threatening us with a good time of running a session, which would probably be, what, 5th edition?
Yeah, we'll talk about it, but probably.
Okay.
Just because Squid really wants 5th again.
Squid hates 5th.
Right.
We're back here next week with episode 31 of Curse of Greyhawk, Curse of Strahd, City of Gold, things, names.
Commander Dread.
Right?
What do words mean?
What do words mean? We're back here in 2 weeks to continue playing Homebrew Gaming, and we're going to change overlays next session, which is very exciting. Riley did the art. I'm going to go ahead and minimize the numbies there so you can see all the good art that was done. Is it this? No, it's not that. Hold on, I can't find it. Is it this? Hey, we did it. Okay, that's the good art. We love the art. You did good art.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Everybody, thank you for playing. It was another really, really solid session. We knew who the characters were this time, so I think that we instead got to do funny, spooky, creepy, hilarious things with them, which is exactly what I wanted. And chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I can finally exhale. I've been holding my breath. We've done 3 sessions in a row with like we were hovering like 10, 11 viewers. We're hovering like 15, which is really exciting for me. Feels good. Feels good to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you, people?
Right. All right, cool. We're gonna get out of here. Thanks so much.
As everyone knows, internet fame is eternal.
Yes, that's exactly true. We're now famous. We've made it. Got there. Spam long boys if you got them. Smoke if you have them. Right? Yeah.
Uncle.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
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 I love it. It's so good.
Bye.
How do you turn this thing off? How do you turn it off? Okay, wait, there it is.
How do you hear off the internet?
I just pulled up Discord and then the same chat window again. It was great. All right, bye.
Bye.